y'all do a reaction, y'all. I just hijacked the street. Which I don't know about Goblin. That's the funniest YouTuber ever. He dropped a new drug tier list too, y'all. You see? Got some content.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today I am thrilled to bring you the long-awaited and highly requested 2025 drug tier list. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm very close to 1 million, so I appreciate the help getting there. And also, I just made a second YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, and on that channel, I'm going to be doing a little bit of shit posting. So if you guys want to tune into that and get some more content every week, go subscribe to @theGBLN2. It will be linked in the comments and description. Go sub, support the channel. I appreciate it. I make no ad revenue on this channel. This is basically for fun at this point. So go support me on the other channels where I do make ad revenue, like the podcast and soon to be the Goblin 2 channel and my Clips channels, all those other places. I'm not going to waste any more time here. I'm sure you guys want to dive into this one, and I do too. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the changes that I've made to this year's list, okay? And starting off with those, we have the list of contenders this year. It is slightly different, so let's go ahead and just run through it. We've got concentrates. We've broken weed down into different categories: edibles, concentrates, and flowers. So we have concentrates. We have heroin. Welcome back. Great to see you. We have crack, my good old friend. We have meth. We have opiates. We have fent. We have flour, okay? This year, opiates are just a big category, okay? We're not breaking it down to separate prescriptions or anything. We have flour right here, another kind of subgenre of the weed category. DXM. Edibles, great to see you. Molly, how you doing? Wonderful, you look beautiful today. LSD, wow, very handsome. Alcohol, great to see you once again. Alcohol is a drug, that's right, yes it is, okay. DMT, that's most certainly a drug. We have ketamine on the list today. We have shrooms. A new contender has just entered, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0. Now, it's very important to make it clear this is not kratom, okay? 7-0 is a component of kratom naturally, but it's not kratom. That is a separate thing that we're ranking on this list right here. I will explain why a little bit later. Blow, welcome back once again. Really great to see you. Wish I could snort you. Adderall, beautiful, just wonderful to see. Only Gas, wow, that's so great. We're not going to rank that today, though. I love that brand. Dude, I wonder whose brand that is. Dude, I wonder what happens if I Google that. And last but not least, we have Lean, which for some reason is hiding behind 7-0. It's being a little bit shy. Now, these are obviously not the final ranks. This is kind of just where I have all of these things temporarily listed. All right, so coming in with our first contender here on the 2025 drug tier list, let's talk about DXM. For those who aren't familiar, this is the active ingredient in cold medicine. So if you're getting high off like NyQuil or Del...
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. So a couple of days, right? I was sipping some water. Sipping some water, right? And like the last couple of days, I have found myself drinking some NyQuil and Mucinex lately. Like heavy. Like also like I need it. I think that's me trying to like get over the walk, y'all. But I ain't been trying to get high off it, so I've been like, been busting.
L-Sim or triple C's, this is the chemical that's getting you high when you consume that, okay? Let's be real here. Anyone who's getting high off cold meds, I don't care if you're buying pure DXM, I don't care if it's RoboCough or any of that junk, okay? This is an amateur poverty drug. This is a drug that you do when you don't have enough money for other drugs. People coming up to me and telling me that they do drugs, and then when I ask, they say DXM, is essentially the equivalent of when people say they play video games, then you ask them what games, and they say GTA and 2K. It's like, all right, dude, those are basically the government-mandated video games, and you buy a PlayStation 5. Same thing goes with DXM. I just don't take you seriously if you tell me you do this. I'm sorry.
Why you talking about 2K and GTA? Like, is 2K and GTA regular? Like,
those are the most popular games. He's just probably a loser who don't play games like that. He probably play fucking the Skyrim, shit like that.
I would say Valorant, nigga. Goblin, I got static with you now, bro.
Sorry. Listen, no disrespect. Well, actually, no, a little bit of disrespect intended to the DXM users. Guys, grow up, okay? Grow up. Literally, I understand maybe you're out of money. You had to go steal from Walgreens to get high. You were desperate. You know what else Walgreens sells? Alcohol. Better option. Genuinely a better option than DXM, okay? DXM goes in the poverty tier of drugs because let's be real, this is something you only consume if you're experiencing poverty. This is not an F tier drug. This is a poverty tier drug. This is a desperation drug. It's like a...
I'm going to show y'all what DXM looks like, y'all. Matter of fact, we got this right here. So all this shit right here is DXM. Even the NyQuil pills is DXM, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been popping like 2 of these every night this whole week. I ain't gonna lie. My cussy, Jason.
Yes.
But I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like my allergies though. That's why I've been popping these shit. But I ain't gonna lie. I just peeped NyQuil's driving for allergies. Word.
Naked and afraid. You see them in the woods like eating snails and shit. The drug addict equivalent of that is consuming DXM. That's rock bottom. All right, let's go next up, ladies and gentlemen.
Molly.
Let's talk about Molly. Oh, you're beautiful today, Molly. Oh, you're a beautiful girl. I love you, Molly. You look so sexy. Let me tell you guys something about Molly, okay? I don't do it much nowadays. It's not because I wouldn't like to. It's mainly because I think I've completely depleted all the serotonin left in...
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've never done like straight Molly before. I've done like an E-pill before, right? No, I can't talk on that. But like, real shit though, right? When I was in D.C., niggas was treating Molly like how we treat crack on 125th Street, y'all. Like, you know what I mean, right, gang? Like, it's like a dirty drug, right? I feel like, me personally, I would put Molly
on my champagne. She ain't even know it.
That's poverty now. I ain't gonna lie. Because, like, Molly be having niggas mad broke because they wouldn't feel happy with that shit.
My cranium. When, the last few times I had done MDMA up until I stopped, I had pretty much not rolled whatsoever. I had not, I'd taken it and I felt a little bit, but it was just so weak. And I knew that I didn't underdose. I took a very fair dose. I took over a 0.2, and I don't know what it is. I was, for years, literally doing Molly and Coke lines, where I would do, probably 3 parts blow and 1 part Molly, and just every single line I was railing. So I was just passively cooking my serotonin without even realizing it. However, that doesn't change my praise for this substance, okay? Molly's an amazing experience, okay? Honestly, you shouldn't try it if you've never done it. It's very neurotoxic. However, it is an incredible experience. One of my favorite memories in probably all of my drug use was my first time rolling. It was a genuine, really awesome experience where I kind of got to bond with some people that I wasn't really used to getting close with and getting fucked up with. And this is a drug that gives you fond memories. There's a lot of other stuff that we're going to talk about on this list that can give you some really horrible memories. Maybe even give you some PTSD. This is generally not one of those. This is one that it's happiness in a drug. That's really the best way to describe it. It is pure dopamine, just in a capsule or in a however you consume it. Normally it looks like this in the picture right here. I'm going to go ahead and put Molly in the A tier. If it didn't have the day after, if it had no after or side effects, we'd be talking S or elite. But personally, just being realistic about the day after is real. You wake up the following day and want to blow your fucking brains on the wall.
Come down with the Molly be crazy, y'all. I don't really understand. That's what I'm saying. They be looking like crackheads because you're going to be busting, you're going to be rolling for 4 days straight, popping straight Molly, eat pills, or smoking that shit, however you do that shit. Then, right? Then, when the day comes, you can't get no more. his ass is going to be like this on the street. Like a heroin addict. Word above.
You really, truly, I mean it. That's why it sits in A. But Molly's a cool time. You know, Molly, I enjoyed my experience with this substance. I also want to highlight real quick that this year we don't have ecstasy as a separate category, which we all...
Ecstasy for Molly, because that's just that shit. Ecstasy, that shit. I don't do it no more. I don't did it once, but that shit makes me mad money, y'all.
Up until this point, I've had that every single year. The reason I made that change is because I thought about it a little more, and I don't think it's really fair to have, like, cuts of drugs as a separate category, which is why we also took spray pack off, because spray pack is not really different than weed. It's just weed that's been treated. You know, it's cut weed, effectively. I don't think it's fair to make that a separate category, so that's why we are foregoing ecstasy as well this year, just to clarify. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, where are we going next, dude? Let's talk about ketamine. Listen, good old ketamine, dude. This is another one that I really haven't done in a long time, but I feel like ketamine is gaining a lot of popularity lately. A lot of my friends who did not do hard drugs really ever, or did it very casually, are suddenly just showing up to the function with bags of K on them, in place of the blow that they'd normally have. Ketamine is spreading. For a while, it was a very across-the-pond kind of trend, a very, you know, UK and Europe type of trend. And guys, hey, I remember Brexit, okay? I know I had to separate between denying not fun vegetable. I have it at one time. Like a little more than that. You know, explanations of what the high of this is like. I enjoy ketamine. Side effects has no, particularly you're 18 yet. Ketamine, you don't, and it's especially any of my, when I'm around, dude, concern. Oh my God. Oh, my beloved, my sweet beloved shrooms. Let me tell you guys something. When I was younger, I really didn't like shrooms. I was more of an acid guy. I had a bad shroom trip when I was in high school. I took an 8th and I had a terrible time and I almost shit myself on some guy's lawn. And it was just, it was...
I got a funny story for y'all with the shrooms. I ain't gonna lie. I got 2 stories for y'all. Once, I was busting so much, y'all. I was shitting and vomiting at the same time. Like, I ain't never known it come out 2 holes. Like, you ever had a vomit though?
No.
I felt like, you ever seen Futurama? Oh, I got y'all right now. You see how old this guy references. Look, bro. Look, they already know what I'm talking about. They already know what I'm talking about. You see how he's already shitting. Ain't got anything. Ill. I can eat. I ain't gonna lie, the other time, right? I was busting. I had 3 stories for y'all. Another time I was with the shows on New Year's, right? I was busting. I know I covered this yeah, I was tweaking that day. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yo, niggas can't even hear you.
How about that?
The mic sound fucked up.
How about that?
It sounds so static. You hear it?
Yeah. Fuck it. Niggas off this shit.
It was a bad time. I'm not going to go more into detail on that. I'm just going to leave it there. But